In 1994, Jeff Bezos, a young programmer, decided to take a risk, leave his stable job, and launch the first online bookstore. 30 years later, Amazon, his brainchild, is a trillion-dollar internet giant that has revolutionized the retail industry and pioneered online computing. Always looking ahead, Bezos used his wealth from Amazon to create Blue Origin, a company dedicated to advancing commercial space exploration. Invent and Wander, released in 2021, is a collection of Bezos's letters to Amazon shareholders, alongside excerpts from interviews and speeches he's given. It also includes an introduction by Walter Isaacson that offers further insight into Bezos's life. Through these writings, Bezos shares Amazon's extraordinary journey from a small online bookstore to a dominant global digital marketplace, while also highlighting his personal values and ideas about innovation and business success. Bezos is widely regarded as one of the most successful CEOs in the world. Starting out as a software developer, he capitalized on the rise of the internet in the 90s, weathered the dot-com crash of 2000, and grew his net worth to over $200 billion by 2020. His co-author, Isaacson, is well known for his biographies of figures like Leonardo da Vinci, Steve Jobs, and Elon Musk, Bezos's rival in the space industry. In this book summary, we'll explore how Amazon evolved from an idea in Bezos's mind to a flourishing online platform that disrupted traditional retail and became a crucial provider of cloud computing services for businesses. We'll also examine the core principles Bezos believes were key to Amazon's success, such as customer obsession, long-term strategy, and an emphasis on innovation for the future. Beyond Amazon's journey, we'll compare its success with other groundbreaking online companies, looking at how Bezos's management style aligns with or differs from that of his peers. Since Bezos provides an insider's perspective, we'll also hear from critics who challenge his leadership and the effects Amazon has had on its workers, competitors, and the environment. The cornerstones of Amazon's success. When Amazon hit $100 billion in sales in a single year for the first time, Bezos shared that the company reached this milestone quicker than any other business. Rather than taking personal credit, he attributes Amazon's success to its employees and the company culture, which he believes was shaped by their collaboration rather than being imposed from the top. In his writings and interviews, Bezos emphasizes the key values of this culture, including a strong focus on customers, long-term thinking, and a willingness to embrace risk and innovation. From the beginning, Bezos made it clear that Amazon's goal was to be the most customer-centric company in the world. This meant that prioritizing customers was the foundation for every decision made at the company. Bezos speaks highly of Amazon's customers, acknowledging that their needs push the company to continually improve and drive its expansion into new areas. Bezos starts with the belief that customers are smart, they can distinguish between good and bad service and see through misleading marketing tactics. The key to building a strong brand, he says, is consistently delivering a positive experience for customers. Regardless of the customer, there are some basic expectations: people want variety, lower prices, and fast delivery. These principles drive Amazon's team to meet high standards in all areas and instill those expectations in every new employee. Amazon is committed to continuous improvement because customer expectations are always rising. Bezos believes that focusing on meeting customer needs, rather than just beating the competition, drives Amazon to keep innovating, even in markets where it's already a leader. While some companies specialize in one thing and do it well, this can limit a business's perspective. By putting themselves in their customers' shoes, Amazon's teams are constantly learning new skills, which helps them expand into new markets and create services that customers will appreciate. Entering new markets is essential for keeping current customers satisfied and attracting more. To build trust and draw in new customers, Amazon employs some seemingly counterproductive strategies, like allowing customers to leave negative product reviews, showcasing third-party products that may be cheaper than Amazon's, and alerting customers when they could find a better deal elsewhere. Although these practices might result in short-term revenue loss, in the long run, they help increase customer loyalty, strengthen the brand's reputation, and lead to more sales down the road. Taking the long view. To maintain Amazon's leadership, Bezos and his leadership team prioritize the company's future success over immediate financial results. Bezos explains that his focus on long-term decisions reflects an ownership mentality and why many of these decisions are judgment calls. In his first letter to shareholders in 1997, Bezos made it clear that Amazon would sometimes take short-term losses to gain a competitive edge. The goal was to establish Amazon's brand, grow a loyal customer base, and drive sales, even if it meant sacrificing profits in the short run. He acknowledged that online shopping in the 90s had its challenges, but Amazon compensated by offering lower prices and a broader selection. However, it had to be cautious in how it cut prices to avoid excessive losses. Bezos notes that Amazon's leadership spends more time focusing on customer service goals than financial reports because long-term customer satisfaction leads to greater returns. Short-term investors may not understand this mindset, but Bezos believes that good investors think like owners and share Amazon's long-term vision. Planning for the future is difficult, as predicting what will happen is impossible, even with extensive data. As a result, many of Bezos's long-term decisions come down to judgment calls. When experimenting with new services or building new infrastructure, he relies on customer interest as his guiding principle. If a move benefits customers, he believes it will eventually pay off for Amazon, even if the rewards aren't immediate. While some of these decisions have been controversial, such as allowing third-party vendors on Amazon's site, Bezos's calculated bets have generally proven successful. The will to innovate. The most significant risks that require the most judgment at Amazon are related to innovation. Bezos emphasizes that innovation is at the heart of Amazon's culture and is crucial for keeping the company dynamic and forward-moving. He believes innovation is driven by both customer demands and trends within the industry, and that failure is an inevitable cost that comes with striving for new ideas. Bezos's core business philosophy is that regardless of how large or established a company becomes, it should always operate with the mindset of a startup. He warns that complacency and stagnation are the alternatives, and a startup mentality brings the energy and enthusiasm needed to stay ahead. This philosophy is not just for the leadership but extends to every employee, as the next groundbreaking idea could come from anywhere in the company. Bezos shares that Amazon Prime, which proved incredibly successful due to the business it generated, was actually suggested by a low-level programmer. This highlights his belief that all employees should be empowered to take risks and propose innovative ideas. If they aren't, they may leave and innovate for competitors. Bezos further explains that innovation isn't only about responding to current trends, such as the rise of artificial intelligence. It's also about anticipating customer needs before they are fully aware of them. This requires what Bezos calls wandering, the process of inventing new products and services with only a vague idea of whether they'll succeed. This trial-and-error approach isn't as random as it may seem. It's informed by the insights Amazon employees have about customer behavior and what kinds of innovations could create new opportunities for the company and its users. Not every innovation will succeed, and Bezos acknowledges that failure is a natural part of the process. He makes a distinction between bad failures, such as poor customer service, and good failures, which result from taking calculated risks that have the potential for profit. The goal with any experiment is to fail quickly, learn from what doesn't work, and then make improvements. A prime example of this is Amazon's marketplace, which emerged from two earlier failed attempts to integrate third-party partners into Amazon's platform. Bezos believes that as a company grows, it must be willing to take bigger risks and experience larger failures, or it risks stagnation. With the vast resources at Amazon's disposal, he expects the company to push boundaries and experiment, even if that means failing on a grand scale, because only through such bold experimentation can it continue to innovate and grow. Looking to the future. Bezos aims to use his wealth as a force for positive change in the world. He discusses his views on the social responsibilities of large corporations and how he's leveraging Amazon, along with his aerospace company Blue Origin, to address climate issues on Earth and pave the way for future space exploration. Though industry giants like Amazon often face criticism for their success, Bezos argues that such criticism is unfair and counterproductive. Due to its size, Amazon has the power to make a positive impact on the world in ways that individuals and smaller organizations can't match. For example, Amazon has gone beyond the minimum wage requirements, offering higher wages and challenging other companies to do the same. In addition, the company provides paid tuition for employees pursuing further education and offers paid leave to family members of employees, even for those whose own employers don't provide this benefit. These policies not only set a positive example for other businesses but also help Amazon recruit and retain dedicated workers. Amazon has become a leader in addressing environmental issues, with Bezos taking pride in the company's role as the first to sign the 2019 Climate Pledge. Despite its carbon-intensive nature due to packaging and shipping, Amazon is working towards reducing its environmental impact. The company has developed a sophisticated system to track and lower carbon emissions. Amazon aims to achieve carbon neutrality by 2040, focusing on investments in renewable energy and transitioning to an electric delivery vehicle fleet. By reaching these goals, Amazon hopes to inspire other companies to follow suit and even provide the necessary technology to help them do so. Bezos believes that humanity's future depends on expanding beyond Earth, which led him to create his aerospace company, Blue Origin. The goal of Blue Origin is to develop reusable spacecraft capable of transporting astronauts and cargo into orbit, while continuously improving energy efficiency and reducing costs. Bezos emphasizes that to make space colonization a reality, foundational work must start now, with his companies fostering a culture of innovation. He draws a parallel to Amazon, which owes its existence to the technological advancements pioneered by others in the digital space. Still wandering and inventing. Bezos's Blue Origin competes alongside other commercial spaceflight companies like SpaceX and Virgin Galactic. Although Blue Origin's New Shepard rocket was grounded after a failed unmanned launch in 2022, it had previously achieved successful suborbital flights with passengers. The company's larger New Glenn rocket was selected by NASA to launch a Mars probe in 2024 and is also tasked with developing a lunar landing module for future manned moon missions. In 2021, Bezos stepped down as Amazon CEO, passing leadership to Andy Jassy while staying on as the executive chairman of Amazon's board. He has committed to donating a significant portion of his fortune to nonprofits and is focused on accelerating Blue Origin's progress by appointing a new CEO for the space venture.